Check. Music cued? Check. Presenters ready? Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK. This is season 15, episode 14. Next week, I won't be able to fuck it up because it'll be the right way. It'll be the same either way. It'll be 15-15 next week. This week, however, it is episode 14 of season 15. Numbers are hard, kids. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. And I am not alone in this shenanigan, but we are one cast member down. Hedgie is not with us today. But we do still have the Xavier.
Hello, everybody.
And we do have the Charleston.
Hello.
And if I have enough systems resources, we might get Chase popping in a little bit later on. Everyone hopes and prayers for the laptop. So hopefully Chase can pop into Discord if he's around. But yes, otherwise... Oh, let's go back to me. Otherwise, it is going to be more or less the same show as per normal. I'm still incredibly hairy, need to have a shave. Haven't done that today. Forgot all about it. But yes, welcome to everyone who's in channel. So we have a Cosmic in channel. We have the Jerry. We have Corn Husky. We have Jennifer. We have a TK Tiger. Oh, that's me. We have a Xavier. And I expect there will be a Charleston popping his nose into the channel every now and again as well. Hello to all of your lovely peoples. And Jennifer says, my car is dead. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rest
car.
in peace, car.
Yeah, rust in peace. Rust in pieces. Jerry, how is your back, TK? My back is doing a lot better than it was last week. My shoulder has died, but my back is better. It's not 100% perfect, but I can now basically move and walk around and stuff, and you know, it's not killing me too much. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you've all had wonderful days for Mondays as well. And I need to press buttons now, because since we're on talking about how things are going, it's probably about time we jumped into our first segment already. Would everyone be ready for a segment?
Kinda.
Oh, good, because here it comes.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
Since I've got Jackbox to prepare, I'll talk about your weeks. And, only, 25 minutes to do it in? Might be doable, because, the Jackbox is pretty much ready and waiting for me almost. I was actually prepared somewhat before the show started, and then forgot to set the pre-stream on. So we ended up running a couple of minutes later. YouTube got itself connected. Yay! So, my bad. I'm not going to look at the camera. I'm looking at screens and everything is going on. But my week has been, pretty quiet, really. Been doing work, mostly work. There's been a lot of work. Updating websites, getting a couple of the stations even further on progress, which is nice. It's getting closer to getting-ish done, kind of, maybe somewhat slightly. Still haven't updated the TigerTails Radio website yet. That will come at some point in the near future.
Yes.
And haven't been at all social to anybody, so apologies to everybody who I normally communicate with on messengers. I've just not been in a space to messenger recently, so I've been chatting to Shades and maybe Echo, and that's been about it, really. Occasional message to people who pop in and say hi. I'll say hi, and then, haven't been in the should we say, the mental aptitude for communication recently. So all of the socials have just completely gone silence. But instead, I have been filling the time with some Fall Guys with Shades, which has been lovely. Have been filling the time playing. We played the Final Fantasy Rebirth demo, which was awesome, and we'll talk about that more a bit later on.
Yes.
And I've now got back into Final Fantasy VII Remake because I started it many, many moons ago, and got to Chapter 3 and stopped. So now I have restarted, because I downloaded the PS5 version, because PlayStation Plus gave it away a while ago, and I was, yoink, I'll have that, thank you. So I've currently working my way through that. I'm back up to Chapter 3, because my save didn't carry over. Thanks, game! It was supposed to, but it didn't. So, whatever reason, that fouled up. So I've had to replay the first couple of chapters again, which I've now done. I've now got further than I've ever gotten in a Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm now halfway through Chapter 3, because previously I stopped as soon as Chapter 3 started. So I am getting ahead of myself. And it will stand me good and ready for when I can afford to buy Rebirth, because it comes out in a couple of weeks' time, and there's no chance of me getting it on day one. So
oh God, no.
I am going to get a physical copy as soon as I can afford to, or until I can bully someone to get it for me for birthday or Christmas. That is the
So-
plan.
Months away then.
Yes, months away. Yeah, I'm in no rush to play it because I don't really have a lot of time. I've also been doing some work behind the scenes for another project I really shouldn't be starting, but am, of which Chelston knows all about, but we'll keep it quiet for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on and not enough time to do it in. And yeah, and this has all been with a bad back and a bad shoulder. Go me! It's like, I'm dying! Let's be productive. Wait. Except, let's be productive on everything except the things you actually need to be productive on. I'm winning this week. We'll see what next week brings. But yeah, that has been my not particularly interesting week. Lots of shenanigans, mostly. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, go on then.
Finally, someone picked. I was about to randomly select, but there we go. So, Mr.
I
Xavier.
was
Well, I know Charleston's going to
giving-
have a lot to say because he's got a con report to deliver. So,
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm giving Charleston an opportunity. But yeah, so week's been all right, really, in the grand scheme of things. Weather's been cold and mank in places, which has not been the best. For this time of year, you kind of want the sun, which has turned up at last.
roughly.
That was nice. It was the weekend was actually sunny. So that was all good. So yeah, so after Monday, it was stream on Wednesday, which went successful. Always nice. Friday, not role play, but socializing online and watching Morbius because apparently torture. I'm not entirely sure why we watched it, but apparently it was let's all watch the worst Marvel film ever. Not Marvel film. Well, it is a Marvel film. Oh, Morbius. Yeesh.
Am I the only one who didn't hate it? I mean, it's not great, but I couldn't bring myself to hate it.
It's just bad. It's just bad.
Can you bring
And-
yourself to hate any film, though, Charleston?
A couple. I won't name them for reasons.
I was hoping to get you to spill the tea.
Dear me.
I
So-
mentioned one, a French film called Irreversible. Don't ever watch it. It's terrible. I don't care how much the critics love it. It's terrible.
Okay.
But carry on, Xavier. That's my one movie that I can say I absolutely hate.
No worries. But yeah, so that was Friday. The weekend, I then headed down to see everyone in Southampton. So yeah, lovely sunny weather. Bit of roleplay, bit of card games, and then came around to see TK on the Saturday to Sunday.
Yep.
4 guys, and then we played the Final Fantasy demo and streamed it. So that you can find on TigerTails Gaming.
You can. Yes, there's actually
Yeah.
content on TigerTails Gaming again.
Yeah.
We're getting
And
there.
then Monday, we have a sudden slowdown of work. So I hit the afternoon. It was a case of, what can I do to waste time?
If you
God
want, you can
damn it.
update Pop all the stations.
That's not something I can argue as classifying as being work. But it was like one of those days where it's like, okay, I raised a ticket about the fact that I couldn't log into the printer. They've come back and said, do this. That's going to be like 10, 15 minutes. Okay, I've got some tickets that are telling me this is updated. I will update what I need to do for tomorrow, but I'm not going to do it today because if I do it today, I won't have anything for tomorrow. We don't often get quiet. It's nice that we are, and I am very happy that we are because it does mean I can now get on top of doing the things that I always never have time for at work,
Nice.
which is sorting out guides and things.
Does your company allow you to take a day off for charity work?
Oh, we do have community days, but it's through a program, so we kind of have to faff around.
Oh, you don't get to organise your own?
No, it's like I mean, I could try and it would be too much of a faff to figure out how to do that, basically. But
That's a shame.
it's one of those things.
Thinking if I could probably just take a community day to come update the TigerTails, the Pop all the stations websites.
I wouldn't be able to get that for charity. No,
It's an it's an LGBT project. Yes, it's
go.
helping in the gay community. Yes.
yes, I'd be able to justify that. But yeah, so that went on. I've also been catching up with new anime, which is really frustrating because suddenly I am actually catching up with weekly fucking shows again. God
Yeah.
fucking damn it! I got away from
Gladiators.
the Gladiators. I got away from terrestrial TV to streaming, and it's like, hey, have a weekly updated show. All right, I'll go to this next one. Here's another one that I have now caught up with. God fucking damn it! But I have watched one that is unabashedly in your court, TK. It's probably something that you would 100% hate, but also 100% love.
Is that the Initial D star one?
Oh, I need to watch that still. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
Good. I can catch up with that and be really annoyed at when the
Okay, it's not that one then.
the week over. No, it's what I thought was going to be like a cheesy mecha anime show, and yes, it is. But oh my god, it is so much. The demographic that it's targeting. Yeah, I'll talk about it later. There's going to be time.
Okay.
It's very fun. But yeah, that's been my week. And on to Charleston and his epic report of ScotiaCon.
Which is good, because he's got 20 minutes to fill, so have fun.
Yay!
The floor
boy.
is yours.
Well, it's good that I got a con report because last week all I had to do was overcome a cold. Yay.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Don't know if it was Conquest or not. I don't think it was because it came a couple of days after arriving, but whatever.
No, that's
I'm
generally
fine
when
now.
Conquest hits. It's either straight away or a couple of days after, when it's kind of worked out you've got back. And it's like, okay, go.
Whatever the case. So yes, last week I was not here because I just returned home from ScotiaCon. My first time ever attending ScotiaCon, and also only my second ever UK convention, because despite my accent, all conventions I've been to beforehand have been across the pond. So yeah, madly we all decided to drive up there from South Wales in a day. And only one of us in our group of 4 can drive, so good on him. Yeah, excluding breaks, it took us about 5 hours to do that. But we made it in one piece and came back in one piece. Obviously, hello. And once we got to Scotland, which is also my first ever time in Scotland, just to say, I discovered why they have a lot of wind farms up there. Because, my word, does Glasgow have a breeze?
There is a
A
lot of
very
wind.
cold, very damp breeze. Yes, we didn't get to stay in the main hotel. We had to book rooms in the Premier Inn that's across the river. And there's a bridge, conveniently, between Premier Inn and Main Convention Hotel. But that bridge is practically lethal because the gust on it, on particular days, yeah. It's no wonder that people, including myself, decided to just bring our fursuits in our cases and get changed in the fursuit lounge. Don't bother getting dressed in the room if you can't actually get into the room.
Did you have the local yobbos throwing rocks at you?
No, we did not. Just a couple of being-used taxi drivers, and I spotted one family of girls walking past, sort of like, oh, look at all the cute furry animals. That was nice.
So better than confuzzled. Wonderful.
So yeah, we arrived sort of late on the Friday. Didn't get up to a whole lot on the Friday. There was a night where we all, well, my partner decided to crash out for the night, as did the friend who drove us. But the two of us who were awake decided to just go down and enjoy the amusements. And there was like a spontaneous rave that happened out of nowhere, which was a lot of fun to watch. Trying to think of what happened after that. Oh yeah. I got home and I'm gonna whisper this because Mum's upstairs. My iPad screen smashed.
I saw that.
Yes. I don't know how it happened, because it was fine at the convention, and then I just went across the bridge of death, which I didn't drop the iPad on, just to say. Got to my room, and it had completely, yeah, the screen was completely knackered. Still functioning somehow, but knackered. So first thing in the morning, I had to then find a repair shop in Glasgow. And that got fixed, thankfully. Sunk me 60 £60. Lovely. But at least it gave me a good excuse to finally get some Scottish pounds in my wallet.
Oh yeah, actual Scottish money.
Yes. I think I've actually still got some on me. That's evidence. Hang on. Let me check.
It's what we English people call monopoly money.
Yes. Scottish £10 note. With otters on the back. How cute.
How utterly adorable.
Yes, I'm going to keep at least one of these as a souvenir, because I'm weird like that.
International money. The question is, where's the Welsh money?
We don't have any yet.
Yet. Wait until you get your independence.
So yeah, ignoring the iPad incident, got back to the convention, and there was this stupidly long line for the dealer's den. Apparently, because there was one extremely popular artist that everybody wanted to get art from. I don't know the name of them, but there was apparently one artist I didn't know of that everyone else wanted to get art from. I think I was in the queue for about an hour, and I just gave up. I just decided to leave because I had other things to tend to, and I was also desperate for the loo after a rather large breakfast. So that was a bit of a morning. Then it was a dance competition rehearsal. After that, enjoyed Shadow Raccoon's Price is Right, which is always a lot of fun. The prizes are always naff if you know it, but it's naff in the best kind of way. Convention naff. After that, went out to a Japanese restaurant and explored a little bit more Glasgow. On the Sunday, actually managed to get into the marketplace this time. Still a massive queue, but reasonable. What else happened? Yeah, they actually told me to take my tail off in the marketplace because even though they did make it clear no fursuits, they didn't make it clear no fursuit appendages. So I had to remove my tail before entering. So yeah, well, I could just carry it around with me at least.
Sorry, there's there's chat going on the Discord about international. Well, I say the different parts of the UK's banknotes. And I said, yeah, Scottish money is still technically legal tender. A lot of English shops don't take it. And Southpaul's chimed in with Scottish notes aren't even legal tender in Scotland.
Well, actually, yeah. When I paid for my iPad repair, did ask them, "Are you fussy about having dirty English money?" And they said, "No, it's just you English who are fussy about it."
That's true.
All very friendly people in Glasgow. We had in the Premier Inn, we had the probably funniest hotel receptionist I've ever met. I wish I got her name because she was a delight. She loved us all.
Probably why she was staffed on that day. It's like, you like the ferry people, yeah, you can work. She's like, yay!
Yeah, or maybe she was just high because it was her birthday and she was wearing a tiara. Whatever the case. Yeah, Sunday, after I got my bag of goodies, then it was time for me to take part in the first aid dance competition because that's what I do every time I go to a convention. Apparently, that is my obligation.
He does a dance.
Yes. Very well organised, I got to say. They actually sat us in at the back of the audience in the order that we were going to dance in. So there was no sort of scouting around, having to think, "Are you next? No. Are you next? No. Are you next? Yes. Okay, you come on."
You mean someone exercised logic at a furry convention? Were they hounded out for being so different and backwards thinking? Were they expelled from the convention? It's like, you've used logic in a public setting. Get out!
Goodness knows. But yep, there were 21 of us competing. It was meant to be 22, but I think one of them got food poisoning, sadly, so they had to pull out.
Dang.
Yeah. So 21 of us competed, and I know what I came 11th. I was dead in the middle.
Hey. Sucks for the
People
person
tell me
who was
that-
dead last.
Goodness knows. I have a theory, but I don't want to say who because that'd be cruel.
Yes, that would. So we won't. But sucks to be them.
Yes, and when the video eventually comes out for the entire competition, you'll probably know who I'm referring to. I liked it personally, but I just sort of know that other people might find it a bit strange what they did.
Fair enough.
Yeah, people tell me that I should have placed higher, but I never do these dance competitions for the glory. I do it because it's fun and it fits my character.
Yeah. Jerry says strange at a furry convention. I know, who'd have thunk it, right?
Yes, particularly strange, shall we say.
Stranger
Stranger than
for
very
a
strange.
furry convention.
Yes. Like I said, I actually liked it, but maybe I just like the weirdness of it. So yeah, that all happened. Can I also just say, because the weather was terrible outside, one of the dance competition competitors actually allowed me to use their room as a changing room. We agreed to meet up outside the lifts, and they took me to their room and got changed in there. So that was lovely. Meant to say I didn't have to go through a whole lot of people in the fursuit lounge.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
They brought my own shampoo with me to wash in.
How do you wash your
I was
fursuit?
gonna go. Oh, the fursuit still needs washing. It's still in the case.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So do you just shove them in the washing machine?
I don't have a washing machine.
Oh, of course you don't. Yeah, it's all hand wash for you, isn't it?
Yes.
So you throw them in the bath.
Yeah. I do. They are dryers across the road in the laundrette. At least I could do that much.
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Not with the food itself.
I was going to say you wouldn't dry the first food that way.
No. Never a good idea. No.
No, unless you want melty fur all over the place, which is not good.
Ew.
Southpaw says the lighting rig in the main stage at ScotiaCon was interesting, as there was one specific set of lights they didn't dare run at more than 15%. Oh. I don't have that issue. I can run all my lights at 100. There's no point, because they don't illuminate this room at all well, because this room is so badly shaped, but I could if I wanted to.
So yeah, trying to think what else happened. Oh yeah, I went to the only panel I attended was a little hypnosis panel, which was a nice thing because if anyone doesn't know, I have an interest in hypnosis. I could only stay for half of it because I had to then go and join my a pub quiz in the main events.
Oh yeah, how did the pub quiz go?
The pub quiz was actually quite a lot of fun. Gave us inspiration for a quiz that a couple of us might want to hold later on in the year, shall we say. Don't want to give away too many details, don't want to accidentally give any answers.
Yep.
But probably the best one was the very last one, because I forget the official name of it, but basically you had a picture of one thing, a picture of another thing, and the answer was the two things smashed together into a weird long word.
Oh yeah, that's Richard Osman does that on his quiz show. I can't remember the name of his quiz show now. It's on like 5 o'clock on BBC or something.
Right, it's probably where they got the inspiration from. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Then went out for Indian meal. Struggled to actually find a restaurant because they were all packed.
Yep.
Probably from everyone at the convention. We had to go into central Glasgow to do that. Which I discovered is a lot like New York City. Just Scottish. Everything is grid-based in Glasgow for some reason.
Yeah. And if it's anything like Edinburgh, actually, it's not too much like Edinburgh, except for the habits of the locals. But we probably shouldn't go into that. This is a family show. And Xavier says, Richard Osman's House of Games. That was the one. Thank you very much, Mr. Xavier.
Right. I can't complain to Edinburgh because, like I said, this is my first ever time in Scotland, ever. But yeah, one of my roommates told me that apparently Glasgow is often used as a cheaper filming location for any movie set in New York because cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Just make sure you don't have any Scottish evidence in the background.
Yeah, like the Scots.
Just evacuate them all, or whatever. Trying to think if there's anything else to report from the convention. Obviously, a lot of fursuits around. Got a lot of photos. Got a lot of cute hugs. Anything else to say? Oh, backtracking a little bit. On our first, on the Friday we arrived, we decided to just have our meal in the main convention hotel.
Yep.
And our order was taking a long time to arrive. We noticed a couple arrive on the table next to us, and they got their food about 10 minutes earlier than we did.
Oh, okay.
And we thought, this is a bit strange. Why is this happening? We eventually discovered the reason why. Whoever was in charge of the cocktails had lost the recipe book. So they were guessing all of the recipes and going up to everyone who ordered a cocktail, which included me for the record, asking, we've guessed what the recipe is. Please let us know if this is okay, and if it's not, we'll change it.
Have they never heard of Google? I'm fairly sure Scotland has internet.
Well, my cocktail was all right. I don't know if it was meant to be what it was, but it was edible. My partner ordered a cocktail as well. It was supposed to be elderflower. It tasted more like cloudy lemonade, and it looked like cloudy lemonade. So they messed the quantities up there somehow. He was too polite to send it back, bless him, so I just had it.
I take it he wasn't a fan then?
No.
Ah.
Not particularly great food, I admit, either. We were all sort of like, how's your steak? Sort of hotel quality. How's your burger? Hotel quality.
Yep.
How's your fish and chips? Hotel. Yeah, we all basically said the same thing. We all thought, it's filling a hole. Let's find other places to eat for the next few days.
I will say, whenever I go to a new pub to eat, generally what I will order, if I can afford it, I will order the mixed grill. Because that is generally how I judge places who serve me food. Especially pubs and bars and things. If they do a good mixed grill, then I'll generally go back. If they don't do a good mixed grill, then I'm not going to trust anything else they cook.
Well, you got that option at least. I don't.
That is very true. But they do, you can get something similar for the pescatarian side of things. They do like various server platter type things. The jury says, will you be going back to ScotiaCon in 2025?
Possibly. Basically depends on budget, because the main reason why we did ScotiaCon this year is because right now I can't afford to go back to America. I'd love to. I'd love to be there because it's where most of my friends are. But, I need the money.
Yes.
I've had a wall to fix here because it has a damp problem, and probably also a roof to fix at some point this year. So if I can afford it to go to America, then I will. If not, then ScotiaCon probably again. Might be able to sort of like a biannually thing of 2 years Scotia, 2 years America, 2 years Scotia, 2 years and blah.
Sounds reasonable to me. Echo keeps trying to get me to go to Furcation this year because it's quite local. And I'm going, well, it depends if the budget's there. At the moment, it's not looking likely, but we'll see.
Yes, even with ScotiaCon being the objectively cheaper option, it's still quite a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
All things considered.
Yeah, ferrycons are not cheap.
Even the service stations we went to, we drove through the Lake District, and they have some very expensive service stations for food.
Yes, captive audience. And the jury says, when will TK be going to America? When somebody can A, get me the time off work, and B, pay for my passport, and C, buy me plane tickets. And then maybe I'll be able to go to America. So, only a small list of things have to... Or I win the lottery. That would also help.
Yes.
Which I don't play, so that's going to be quite tricky.
And don't forget, you don't just need the passport, you need the... I always forget, is it the ETA or the ETSA? Whatever it is, it's the electronic confirmation that you don't need a visa as long as you stay for only a certain number of days.
Ah, fair enough.
Yes. And that costs money as well.
Of course it
lasts you 2 years, but it costs you money.
Ah, that's fine. Yeah, it's the passport that's kind of the important thing. I'm not doing any international travel at the moment. I haven't had a passport since about 2011. So...
No.
Because it expired. Because I got one for Eurofurence back in 2001. And apart from then going, I did Eurofurence, and then a couple of years later I did Sweden on a work trip. And then I've never used it again since, aside from getting my driver's license validated. And now I just use my driver's license for ID. And one of these days, I'll learn to drive.
Probably the one negative I'd say about ScotiaCon was that they had some security there who... They did their job, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they did what they paid to do. But they were a bit intimidating, especially on the first day, because we didn't realise we needed to have our confirmations of booking with us, as well as our ID. So we had to fumble around that.
Whoops.
Yeah. And it wasn't made clear anywhere either, not for what we could see at least. Thankfully they let us through so that we could do all the confirmations such, say, yes, we're paid, we're registered, give us our badges, please.
Yes. It's like, we'll stop holding up your lines. Right. On a thought of holding up lines, we have hit the top of the hour. So, any more to add to your weeks, anyone?
No, all good.
My mother's upstairs. That's it. Because she's staying for a few days.
Fair enough. Right, well, in that case, I shall play the jingle and we can crack on with our first Jackbox game.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
And so, your room code is going to be read out by Schmitty.
Put in this room code to play. KBEO.
There we go, KBEO. We have a jury, we have a Corn Husky, we have Stephen, we have Southington. And we have me, of course.
I'm running off for a bit just in case it comes, because I don't mind becoming I've hogged quite a lot of the episode already, don't want to hog it much more.
You can hog as much as you like. Cosmic says he keeps up with his rule passport for Rule 6 reasons. And Cosmic is in. 2 more holes to fill. Who wants to fill a hole? Southpaw says, Furcation is moving to Halton Heath this year. Yes, that's quite local for me, which is why Echo keeps trying to make me go. Jennifer Batson, 1 more hole to fill. my eyes on the various messengers and things. No one is shouting at me in the messengers, so...
Do you want to jump in, Charleston?
Okay, if you insist. And I'm in.
Then let's start the game! Whee!
TK, easily please.
Yes.
And we're a go for Quiplash 3. No refunds. I'm Schmitty, and please make sure you take all your jokes out with you at the end of the game. And if you're not in the game, the next best thing is the audience. Enter the room code to get in there and vote. Time for round 1. I'm going to flash 2 prompts on your device. Type something ingenious that will stand up against another player's response. Then everyone will vote for their fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. You're going to get points based on the percentage of votes you get, so don't hold back.
And now there is typing. Actually, that's quite loud. I'm going to bring that down a bit. There we go.
Now there is noise. And now there is not noise.
Now there is less noise.
I'm guessing the prompts are relatively tricky because nothing has changed already. Oh, no, there we go. Although that said, we've still got 5. And TK is still in there, so everyone's got a chance. TK is still thinking. Oh, no, he's in. All right.
You say that. Literally as you say that, I was pressing the button to submit. I'm not going to get any votes for mine because A, it's technically wrong, and B, it's going to be a reference that very few people will get. But I hope those who do get it appreciate it.
Time's almost up.
I
Hurry.
think my answers are quite weak. They make sense, but they're weak.
Let's take a peek, shall we? Let's break the ice with a pickup line you might say to someone at the library.
So, a pickup line you might say to someone at the library. So, read any
Okay,
good books
make
lately?
Someone happy.
Or, you can't go wrong with The Way of All Sins.
Way of All Sins. I don't know that book.
So, have you seen my Goodreads profile recently?
As nobody said nothing because you can't read in the sound in the
Yeah.
library.
Yeah, shut up like the library. Shh. So, read any good books lately? Wins it.
And now, what the most popular kid from your high school is probably doing right now.
Charleston, you
And
can take
don't
this
say
one.
hosting Quiplash.
Okay. What the most popular kid from your high school is probably doing
All
right now?
vote for the one you like
Still
best.
licking windows or crack?
Or both. Licking the crack off the windows.
Ew.
It's a 50-50 split. The audience is going to decide it, and they've gone with licking windows.
Next, a surprising new use for kale.
Xavier.
Okay,
All
so
right, people, it's
we
voting
have a
time.
surprising new use for kale. Makeshift toilet paper when camping. Line your birdcage with it. Apparently no one likes kale.
I like kale.
I like the way both the uses are kind of similar, just
Yeah.
slightly different.
Yeah.
Yes, which animal are we going for?
It looks like the camping loo roll wins it, but only just. Corn Husky says
Okay,
kale
what's
is good in
next?
soup.
What do boxers whisper to each other at weigh-in?
So, what do boxers whisper to each other at weigh-in? I have horseshoes in
Okay,
my gloves,
everybody, pick your
or
favorite
let's
quip.
split the room. If the room we mean
I
your nose,
think-
then
I think maybe boxers as in boxer shorts.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Is this boxer shorts or boxer fighters?
well, it says whisper at weigh-in, so apparently let's split the room's going to win it. Well done, Jennifer Butt.
Next on the
You might have
docket,
some very heavy underwear.
the most
Charleston.
outrageous thing you can smuggle inside a baguette.
Okay, the most outrageous thing
And
you can
now, pick
smuggle
your
inside a
favorite.
baguette is another baguette, or
Oh,
the former Madonna with the big boobies.
sorry, references. Very sorry.
I actually do quite like that reference, I must say.
Oh, and it's another TK answer. There we
Yep,
go.
told you no one's going to vote for it.
Oh,
I get the audience vote.
I thought I should have voted for that
All right,
now
check
because I
this
actually
out.
liked it.
What secret is your left hand keeping from your right hand?
Xavier.
Okie dokie.
Here's
So,
the fun part.
what
Pick your
secret
favorite
is your
quip.
left hand keeping from your right hand? What's in it right now? Or who he's hived?
I
Hived.
I'd say the best technique, but yeah. 50-50 split, the audience is going to decide, and it's gone to what's in it right now. Cosmic wins the round.
Ew.
And next is the name of a yacht that you'd think twice about getting on.
So, the name of a yacht you'd think twice about getting on, we have the Unsinkable,
Now it's time to vote
or
for
conversely,
your
the SS Sinker.
I feel calling a ship sinkable is less likely to make it sink. Given the history of nautical ship crashes.
Yeah, do we go for the irony or the sod's law?
SS Sinker is in the lead. SS Sinker will win it. Well done, Corn Husky.
favorite. Moving right along. Coffee shops always get names wrong. They should just hold up an order and shout blank.
Charleston.
Okay, coffee shops always get things wrong.
Time
They
to
should
pick
just
the
hold
one
up
you
the
like.
order and shout, first come, first serve, or your beads crushed.
Both kind of have a sexual connotation considering paying attention to the punctuation.
Hot brown dirt, come and get your hot brown dirt here. And first come, first served wins it. Right,
Okay, let's not dwell on round one anymore. Let's see your scores.
let's have a look at the scoreboard because it's going to be over before you can blink.
Do your icon and stick your eyes on it, and I'm somehow second.
I am last, along with Cosmic.
Round
Sonic's
two
first so
is
far.
here. The points are doubled, so try to bring it.
Right.
And the prompt begins.
I'm in.
Da-da-da-da. And that's going to be worrying for people because it's like, holy hell. TK has prompts.
Yes. There's two of us in. We're still waiting for Jennifer Bat, Southington, Corn Husky, Tajiri, and Charleston. 4 left. 3 left. 2 left.
There's seconds left. Use a safety
1
switch if you have.
left. Come on, Charleston, you've got 10 seconds left. No pressure.
Weak answer.
Finally, let's see some action. And we start with what real leprechauns say about how they appear in pop culture.
So, what will leprechauns say about how they appear in pop
Make
culture?
your vote count.
Where do you think the rainbows come from? Or we're more stereotypically Irish than the IRA? Not sure if Rule 6.
Rule 6 or dangerously close to us getting beaten up by a bunch of Irish people.
Rainbows are winning it so far. But Rainbow's only just won it. People
Shocking.
just about prefer Rainbows over the IRA.
Next we have
Part of the LBGT community
catchphrase
going for
for a
rainbows.
haunted
See me
toilet.
shocked.
Justin.
A catchphrase for a haunted
now
toilet.
it gets real.
You'll
Pick your
literally shit
favorite.
yourself, or poo. I'm a ghost.
I gotta say, that is a harder prompt because it's like haunted toilet. How do you do ghostly toilet? One of those ones. It's like,
Such a crap idea.
get out.
And ooh, I'm a ghost is going to win it. Very nearly a quiplash.
And next, right before open heart surgery, improve your odds by telling your doctor blank.
Xavier.
Okay, so
Decisions,
right before
decisions.
open heart
Choose your
surgery,
favorite.
improve your odds by telling your doctor there's a free Freddo for you if I survive, or you just had a quick game of operation. Pretty sure I know which one's going to win.
It wasn't voted yet. And Fredo has won it.
TK and the Freddos.
The Fredo will probably be
That one you
shocking.
think gonna win?
Let's see the next one. The title of a book known as The Next 50 Shades of Grey.
Charleston.
Okay, the title of a book
All right,
known
choose
as The
your
Next
favorite.
50 Shades of Grey. Prismacolors, spelled incorrectly, or 50 Shades of Hay, or Horse Romance.
What are the chances? It looks like we're in for a quiplash unless... Nope, it's a super quiplash. 50 Shades of Hay, a horse romance wins it. Well done to jury.
Without further ado, a better wedding tradition than tossing the bouquet would be tossing blank.
I'm glad I didn't get this one. So, Xavier, I think this is yours.
Okay, choose
A
your
better
favorite.
wedding tradition than tossing the bouquet would be tossing burgers or tossing the groom.
Why don't you say yourself?
The groom would have been the answer I would have picked if I had this. I'm glad someone else did.
Yeah, but are you going to caber toss them? Are you going to javelin toss
We will
them?
leave that to your imagination. Cosmic said, no one said tossing salad. No, not when the groom's around.
Next up. Supposedly, Rodin's The Thinker was thinking about blank.
So, supposedly, Rodin's The Thinker
Time
was
to pick
thinking
the
about
one you like best.
if his brains out at Midwest Fur Fest, or having a shit, or tossing the groom.
TK.
We didn't know that answer was available at the time.
Here is a winning answer. I'm going to reference it. Oh, having a shit's looking strong for a quiplash. It's another super quiplash.
Really?
Yeah, right on, Justin.
That's what I just thought was a weak answer at the end when I panicked.
Oh, there you go.
Let's keep it
Sometimes
going.
that's what does it.
The most important lesson in a social media class for senior citizens.
I think this is yours, Justin.
The most important lesson in
Decisions.
the
Choose
social
your
media
favorite.
class for senior citizens. Don't, or the real answers, ever follow family no matter what, or what you say?
Fairly easy answer there as well.
And it's another super quiplash for never ever follow family no matter what. That's 3 in a row, isn't it? Or very nearly.
And here we have emergency room is so stressful. Why can't we just call it blank?
So, emergency room is so
All right,
stressful.
people, it's voting
Why can't we just
time.
call it medical industrial complex room? Or danger, high voltage instead? Or danger, danger, high voltage instead.
Danger, high voltage. Get copyright claimed.
Danger, danger, content ID.
Oh, that reminds me of one thing I forgot to mention about Scotia Con. I'll see you later.
Okay. And And Medical Industrial Complex Room wins it, though the audience did go to the other. Or Southwell calls it the room of mild inconvenience.
Hard to put that round 2 into words, but let's see how it translates to the scoreboard.
Oh, somehow in the lead. That's rare.
Step right up to
Obviously brought the A game to that round.
Where all
Tis round
Quip
1,
Bros
however.
lead.
That was round 2.
I'll be sending
Oh,
each of
round
you
two. I
a
thought it was round
prompt
one.
that needs 3
Keep track.
separate responses. Pretty cool, huh?
Tidgery was like, wow, things shifted after round 2. And Cornhusker was like, drat, double Quiplash smacked. Sorry.
The prompts and the heavy typing.
I am having to do a spell check. Yep, that is spelled correctly. Fantastic. Am I in first?
Yes, you are.
Oh, god dang. That means I'm not going to win. Right. 40 seconds on the clock, which is probably about 35 seconds by the time you hear this.
Tick tock, time's almost up.
3 people left, 2 people left.
Jennifer Bat and Cornhusky. Just Jennifer Bat. And everyone's in.
Let's get thripping. 3 things you might yell if you're drunk or have children.
So, 3 things you might yell if you're drunk or have children. Who put Vicks on the chips? Who put the board
And
there?
now pick your
Where am I?
favorite.
Where's me rum? Is that a kebab? And Jennifer says, I'll get screwed it up. So I guess there was supposed to be a third answer, but we're not going to be privy to it. Or at least not in time, anyway. So, everyone's voted. And who put Vicks on the chips? Who put the board there? And where am I? Is going to win it. Potentially due to technical difficulties, depending on what that third answer
3
would have been.
questions you must ask the owner before buying a house.
Charleston.
Okay, 3 questions you must ask the owner before buying a house. How much is it? How are
All
the
right,
schools?
choose your
Has
favorite.
anyone been murdered in it? Or is it really your house? Are there rats? Hey! Or did anyone get murdered here?
I'm
Okay,
sensing
so-
everyone's concerned about the murdering.
Yes. It's like great minds think alike, huh? But differently enough to avoid. Oh, and is it really your house? Are there rats? And did anyone get murdered here? Wins it for Stephen.
3 things
we
everyone
want the
can
rats.
agree on these days.
Xavier.
Right, so
And now
3
it's
things
time to
everyone
vote for
can
your
agree on
favorite.
these days. TTR is great. As is the traitors, Piers Morgan needs to get off.
Go die in a fire.
Some things in life are bad, life's a piece of shit, always look on the bright side. Thankfully, not enough for us to get Content ID claimed.
And the Monty Python reference wins it.
The 3 unique things you offer the world are
So, the 3 unique things you offer the world are loud barks, shedded fur, and bad jokes,
here's the
Or
fun part. Pick
my
your
opinions.
favorite quip.
my cheery attitude, and a strange odour. And it's going to be loud bark, shedded fur, and bad jokes winning it. Quite considerably. Once they're done for
That
the
could
final
be the
score.
odds.
This is
Well.
really happening. Let's see the final scores.
Oh, yeah, I think the jury's won this. Unless someone creeps up from behind. Nope, the jury is the winner. Squished. So, top answers to the game. We had 50 Shades of Hay, a horse romance. Having a shit. And never ever follow family no matter what. Colin Husky says, what triggers a squish? I've no idea. I've no idea why the poor moon got squished. I'm quite surprised about it. Right. So well done to Jerry for winning Quiplash. Maybe it's the actual shape itself, but there you go. You're on screen with the crowd at least. Touch competition. And Charleston's having a shit.
I'm not.
What's your answer?
I know that's my answer, but
It
I'm
was
not
on the
doing
screen
it
at the
right now.
time. Never mind. We will get rid of this and we will take it back to the main camera. Whee, goodbye. So, anyone got anything for Done and Dusted?
You were wanting to
one-
talk about a game, weren't
Yes,
you?
so I was going to ask if anyone's had anything else. Well, if not, I'll go and play the jingle.
Oh, I do have something, but that's fine.
Okay, we'll jingle it up.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
I'm still on Justin. So, Mr. Xavier, you said you had a thing, and then we'll talk about the demo.
Yes, so this is very, very stupid.
Oh, hello.
This is very stupid. I hadn't expected for it to be this stupid. Let me just gif it up. There we go. So, the anime is called Bang Brave Bang Braven, or Brave Bang Braven. The premise: Earth is invaded by aliens. The aliens are metallic creatures, robots, who suddenly Savior Robot appears. Lead character Isami, who's kind of a soldier, has fear issues in combat, blah, 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 is basically told, get inside me and pilot me by said robot. You say that. This is a very homoerotic mecha anime. And by very homoerotic mecha anime, I mean there are two lead male characters, and for the ending section, the outro, as it were, they basically do this to sing the outro. When
What?
I say this, I mean literally.
You say this as in anybody on screen can actually see it.
Yeah, I say this as in they literally have it where they just walk on stage, whip off their tops, and start singing as if it's a stage show.
Fair enough.
We have a scene where all of the people who are watching, we have the first episode where all of the people watching are basically going, did we just watch basically a mecha talk about getting inside him? Very much getting inside him. Very, very sexually explicit, only not because it's in the context of being inside him and thrusting movements, and it's a mecha. It's like, okay, there are wieners randomly. There is male grinding because the plot I feel is kind of irrelevant because it's like robotic aliens appear, big fights, and you just watch it for the ludicrousness of traditional super robot battle style things, calling out the attacks, utter ludicrousy, juxtaposed with complete homoeroticism. Total homoeroticism.
No arguments there.
It's like Gladiators. Yeah, it's a little bit camp. This
Bit more than camp.
This is very camp. It's like sexual tension between the two main lead characters and a ginormous fucking mecha. How did that happen? I'm not entirely sure. What is going on? Who knows? Why is he naked? We don't know why. Why is he covered in goo? Well, there is a plot reason. But when everyone else turns up in the scene, you two are sat there going, I know why he's covered in goo and naked. But even I, still at this point in time, go, why are you naked and covered in goo? What the fuck's going on? This is surreal. It is stupidly hilarious. Annoyingly, it is currently weekly. So I am like desperately waiting for the next one to turn up so I can see more of this ridiculousness. I don't know if it's one that you would actually watch consistently, TK, but I think you'd probably find the
maybe a highlight reel.
The heterosexuality of it very appealing. Homosexuality of it, sorry.
I would not find the heterosexuality of it very appealing at all, thank you.
Well, it's anime men getting their tops off, so, you know, they might be straight, but we're pretty much not after this episode.
Alright, well, you've been posting GIFs in the chat. I've just been watching the system resources absolutely shit themselves. So I've been desperately trying to just stop making the GIFs, stop being moving.
You should have that option, TK. You should have that option.
I don't.
Dear me.
Why
Oh,
must
dear.
you post GIFs?
So moving on then, whilst TK's dealing with his system falling over, we also then played Final Fantasy VII
Rebirth demo.
So effectively, this is the beginning tutorial area for the second disc of the new remake. It's not the second disc of Final Fantasy VII because
No, this is
we've
the
only
second.
just
This is the second game in the remake trilogy.
second/third. We've only just left Midgar,
Which is
in
halfway through the
plot.
first disc.
in plot. And this is basically where everyone then goes, what the fuck's up with the Am I Worth It L'Oreal commercial with the ginormous sword that wants to kill us? And Cloud goes, let me narrate to you my backstory. Full of depression and edge.
And maybe just a little teeny tiny bird of fire.
Just a little bit. So yeah, for those people who've played the game, this is very much the flashback to Nibelheim and the combat mission between Cloud and Sephiroth, and so many motherfucking spoilers.
Yes, which Xavier is really going to struggle not to talk about.
There are new things in this because there are sequences where it's like, oh yes, this is also the first part of a new game, so forced combat tutorials, as well as exposition and clarification of character, which I do appreciate. There was a lot of improvement in terms of how they've helped explain some progression of Sephiroth. So he's kind of like not a dick to start with, which is really nice because it's very hard to establish that in old-styley text-only based games. But it was a very nice thing to say. Although both me and TK were sat there going, reference Crisis Core, reference Crisis Core, reference Crisis Core.
Oh, and the thought of references, actually, I will jump back to me briefly if it doesn't kill everything. But
That's fine.
after playing the Rebirth demo, and so we saw what happened in Nibelheim, and we saw what Cloud's mum says to him in the very end, if you remember. Playing Remake, in the first chapter when you're escaping after doing the bombing mission and you meet Sephiroth there.
Yep.
And he says something to really anger Cloud. And what I didn't realise the first time I played this, but now having gone back, he actually repeats his mother's words to him. I was like, oh, shit, I get that reference now. That's a reference. That's a callback. Or call forward. But I suppose in the timeline, call back. Ow, yeah, now I can see why Cloud is pissed.
Well, one of the many reasons why Cloud is pissed, because there are a lot of reasons. So yeah. So there is that. The demo does introduce you to the game controllers again. God, it felt clunky for me.
Didn't for
but
me.
Then this is action RPG, but not quite.
Yeah, it's like a semi-active turn battle action RPG.
Yeah, but not on the same level as something like Kingdom Hearts is action RPG style stuff. The main thing though I was kind of playing it for was for the plot and to seeing what they've added, because there was a lot of additional stuff that they put in the first disc.
Yep. When you say the first disc, you mean remake?
Remake, yeah, the first remake. Not as much additional, although there is some. Zangan, hilariously, is there. And can't take him seriously. And he is voiced by the commander from Monster. The mayor is there, who dies like a bitch. Really dies like a bitch.
Spoilers.
And then there's some choice words about certain segments of how the gameplay works, because apparently somebody watched Heavy Rain and thought that's a really good way of having gameplay.
Xavier is not happy about having to do
Heavy Rain gameplay. No.
So I don't mind Heavy Rain gameplay in Heavy Rain.
Yes, just this is Final Fantasy. I gotta say it was fun to go through that section. It was nice to see the glow ups and the scenes for that, because it's like you will know the scenes for that particular section when you see them, because it is very much one for one when they do.
I've just had a realization.
Oh God.
Well, as you were talking about that, there is also that whole section during the little tiny piece of fire where Cloud's hobbling around.
Yes.
And in Remake, during the opening chapter, he's there's lots of fire and Cloud is hobbling around. This is when Sephiroth then repeats the words of his mother. And during the game, I was thinking, Jesus Christ, Cloud, why can you never be fit and healthy whenever there's fire around? I've just cottoned onto why.
But yeah, so it was fun. It does like lead into a couple of boss-esque fights. They have possibly the coolest boss fight to start in this section. Not start the section, but start for what's going to be like the whole disc, where they really do show off the features. It's like, that's so fucking cool kind of moments. And then the rest of the plot happens and you go, fuck. I'm hoping they'll have more of that, because I think that's the addition to this version.
Right, which
because
boss
I
fight
don't
are you thinking of?
recall the dragon.
Oh,
The dragon, not dragon.
The Materia Guardian.
Yeah, Materia Guard. So I'm hoping they have more of those for the rest of the characters, because otherwise, if there isn't cool moments, I'm going to get really annoyed. And then they go into like end of the plot for the flashback, burny, fiery specific scene. Fun, interesting. Then they did the teaser for the rest of the motherfucking disc.
Did you say disc? You mean game?
That's the one, but I keep referring it to disc as old school.
Don't do that, because it's wrong.
And TK, who's not played this, doesn't have any of the fucking references as I'm going through watching this, just going, oh my God, that's cool. Oh my God, that's cool. Oh my God, that's cool.
Xavier's eyeballs were kind of, you know when you see the cartoons, the eyeballs bulging out of the head? That's what Xavier's were looking like.
There was some wonderful glow-ups for characters that Final Fantasy VII glow-up for Red's grandfather. Oh boy. He got glowed up.
Kate's disc got glowed up.
and some really cool moments, although I know we're going to be... It was more the bits, because it was like introducing Sid, introducing Vincent, introducing Yuffie, because fuck, she made an appearance already, so we're gonna get her. All of those bits, and I'm just trying to figure out: are we ending with the spoiled scene from the original, which was on the back of the disc, on this disc?
Nope.
Because we're gonna be hitting certain key areas that from when we've left, and then they went, oh, by the way, here's this scene, a certain area where you all appear to be fighting Sephiroth, and I'm sat there going, how fucking far are we going on the second day?
Not so far. You mean the second game? Not so far to preclude the need of the third game.
Yeah, no.
Because it is a remake trilogy.
Yeah, so we are getting there. We are. Oh God, yes, because then that means the third one will be.
Yeah.
Returning to the, well, not returning, going to the materia stream, the mana stream. Ooh. I wonder how they'll do that.
Well, I guess we'll find out in about 6 years' time.
Yeah, 6 fucking years. Yeah. So yeah, that's the demo and the spoiler section at the end.
Yes. Yeah, Xavier was quite impressed with the sneak peek of what's coming up. Sadly, this game won't be a day one purchase for him because he lacks the console on which to play it.
Maybe some point this year.
Yes, Final Fantasy VII may well be the game that tempts him into getting the PS5 at last. And the jury says Xavier's done and dusted section is just sprinkled with F-bombs.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
worth it. I was actually suitably impressed. I've been reading online that not everyone was impressed with the demo because everyone's saying, oh, it was so blurry, it gave me headaches, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, I've only got like a 24-inch TV. I don't have a big TV because I don't have a big space to put it in. But I didn't suffer any blurring at all. Everything was like crisp and clear the whole time. I didn't see anything that would upset me visually. And in fact, it didn't take me as long to get 3D sick while playing it as it does other games. So,
It might be the view. It might be the view because my biggest frustration was we were very zoomed in.
yeah, that's because you hadn't selected the options to zoom out
No.
of it. I've done
Yeah.
that with Remake. I've actually zoomed out a bit.
Yes.
And it's good. I like that. So I'm going to have to
Anyway,
remember to do
that's
that when
that.
I play Rebirth.
Jackbox games.
Yes, Jackbox games. There is indeed more Jackboxness. Choston, do you have anything to add to Done and Dusted?
Nothing particular I hadn't done and dusted. At least nothing I'm prepared for.
Okay, that's fine.
I will just say that the one thing I forgot to mention about ScotiaCon
Yes.
is that on the Saturday night after our Japanese meal, which was lovely for the record, I had my very first ever attempt at karaoke.
Oh, how did that go?
That went all right. I was the only one of us who actually went there. I mean, not of the entire convention. I just mean of my group, shall we say?
Yes.
Because Ben decided to call it a night, as did the friend who drove us, and the third one actually went to visit some relatives of his
Oh, nice.
who live in Scotland.
Up in Bonnie, Scotland.
So I was the only one who actually decided to go to this karaoke event and sing.
Oh, well, why not?
Yes, if anyone's curious, I sang "Suspicious Minds" by Elvis Presley.
Oh, okay. And you weren't booed off the stage?
No,
Was
thankfully I
anybody?
saw a couple of people singing along, so I was like, at least there's a couple of people entertained.
It's always good when you get at least a couple. Lovely. And on that note, I think it is time to bring up the audio and bring back the game time. And your Jackbox code will be read by the wheel.
For your enjoyment, here's the room code. WJOV.
So, Tajiri, Cosmic, Cornhusky, myself. Who is going to come and join the wheel of enormous proportions?
Looking for a room code? It's WJOV.
Room code: Whiskey, Juliet, Oscar, Victory. And Tajiri is wanting the power slice.
We all want the power slice.
The power slice! Hang on, that needs a bit of reverb.
Oh God.
Oh, no, that's balance. Power slice! Power slice in your right
Looks
ear.
like Jennifer's gonna step out.
Power
so-
slice in your left ear.
Oh no.
Stereo.
I guess I'll join the last slot.
Yeah, why not?
All right, in I go.
Jennifer says he needs to look up. Jennifer says that they need to look up stuff. Sadly. Okay. So I guess we're all in. If anybody else wants to join in, they can join the audience.
3, 2, 1.
You have traveled to this sacred mountaintop, seeking answers from the all-knowing wheel of enormous proportions. You may now ask the wheel any one question that torments your very soul. Should you be chosen, your longing for truth will be satisfied, and your life forever changed.
My question is asked. As is most others. We're just waiting for Chelston, Xavier, and Cosmic. Oh no, no longer Cosmic. Cosmic has asked the question of the wheel.
Apologies, but this is not a yes or no question.
Well, if you win, it's probably not going to get a good answer then.
Excellent. The wheel of enormous proportions will see you now.
Step this way to the wheel.
You're on a journey to find enlightenment, but you're confronted with a kooky trivia game instead. Who does that? You're gonna take turns spinning me. And you get points if I land on your slice. Earn 20,000 points, and you'll be able to spin the winner wheel. But not just anyone can spin me. You have to prove yourself first! You have the chance to win points with these 2 slices.
Slices!
But your odds increase when you have more of them. So let's earn some by doing a little trivia, starting right now. I'm in the mood for question 1. Who are the playable characters in the original Mortal Kombat?
Who are the players in the original Mortal
Just
Kombat?
tap on the ones that fit the prompt.
Give me the prompts, give me the prompts, give me the prompts.
Damn it.
Round 1, fight!
Both with that one.
Straight in.
Oh god damn it, was he? I don't think he was in it. No, he was.
I'm just taking a shot in the dark here.
Corn Husky and Xavier left. This is one I actually know the answers to.
One of them I picked because he's had a name with the Eurovision singer.
If I've misclicked and got one of these wrong, I'm going to be so annoyed. It's like this round was literally just gifted to me.
I am so close.
Well, everyone else has answered Xavier, so which one are you debating on?
Now that's what I call a fatality.
Well, I've gone in and I think I'm wrong, but it was
that's
Goro.
exactly what you said, right?
Yeah. And Katana.
Yep.
No way. You did something special just now. You just earned a
I
slice.
was trying to remember the
Boom.
boss battle and it was like,
And you,
was
who did
Goro
the best
in
this
one?
round.
Yes, but he wasn't
An extra
playable.
slice it is.
Uh,
Acquaint yourself with question 2. You know them by their latex makeup, large helmets, and CGI, but can you place the names? Which of these are background characters from the Star Wars universe?
oh, I might stand a chance.
And I don't stand any chance in this one.
The answers that
Which
fit
of these are
calling to
background
you. They're
characters
saying,
from Star Wars
"I'm
universe?
correct."
Well, I know a couple that aren't.
Well, I now don't.
I'm just going to pick some names.
I'm gonna pick any that I know that are not in it. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, basically look at the ones that are definitely not that franchise, and there are some.
Yep.
I'll give you a hint. HAL 9000 is not in Star Wars. Dark Helmet is not in Star Wars.
Okay, but what about
Well, it
the
kind of
answers?
Debatable.
Oh, I got 8. Wow, I randomly selected 8 correct
What
answers.
am I looking at? How can you be smart like that?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, R4D4 was. Huh. I thought that was a trick question.
One last question for you teeny tiny ones.
I think that's
I'm
only
going
one
to give
droid.
you a series of clues to help you answer this question. What is my most used streaming service?
Ginormous wheel
Sometimes the wheel
streaming
just
service.
needs to roll back and relax. It was founded in 2007.
Oh, apparently I was right. I'm straight in.
If you pay a little extra,
I'm
you
second
can
to you.
watch without ads. I mean, it's probably worth it.
That doesn't help.
It's popular for its on-demand library of current and classic TV shows.
You know, it's all of them so far.
The first show to win this service an Emmy was The Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's
Huh.
Tale.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we learned something.
It's a
I
word
don't
someone
know.
might associate with a type of hoop.
It had Animaniacs,
Clues
the
are
new
all
season.
dried up. You got an answer for me?
That's sort of right.
No.
Get ready to binge.
No.
Hey, do you think that went well enough for me to score a sponsorship? Be honest.
I think it's a
The
hula hoop,
fastest
not a
times are
hulu
worth
hoop.
more. It looks like it's you. You're gonna be so thrilled with this.
Power slice.
I got the power
I
slice.
bestow unto thee the power slice. It gives you the power to spin me.
The jury says, good guessing, TK. It was.
And since we're already talking about spinning, let's go.
I thought, what's a slightly obscure streaming service that should be well known enough? Hulu. Oh, shit, I was right.
So glad you joined me up here with all those slices that can be spun and turned into points. Select the slots on my super big face to place your slices. But know this, you share the points with everyone who shares a slot with you.
There we go. Okay.
We only had
The
two
slot
to
with
pick.
the 2 and the X, that one's worth double. Unless everyone shares it, then it won't end up worth so much, am I right? My fate. You're gonna take turns spinning me. And
Oh,
who
it's
would have
me.
guessed? You spin first.
Yeah, I get first spin.
Swipe the wheel on your device to spin.
that
You
didn't
can also
work.
tap real fast if that's more your thing.
It's not working. Spin faster. There we go. That was a crappy spin, but it'll do. Oh, I'll take it.
What a good thing for you.
Points.
On a slide that is all yours.
The power slice multiplies until someone lands on it. You ready for a new spinner? Because I sure am.
I do not have the spinning technique today, but it got me points for me, so I'm not going to argue with it. And
that's
Southington gets
fun.
points.
Hey.
New spinner.
Xavier, spin that wheel.
Ah. Let's go spinny, spinny.
Xavier gets himself points.
Hey.
That was the shortest spin I've ever seen.
That was a tiny spin.
Whew, all that spinning filled up my spin meter, which means it is time for the last spin of the round.
And Cosmic, you get the last spin.
Is all in your tiny meeple
Wow, that was a good
hands,
spin.
Woot.
grinding to a halt.
Hey!
Look at that.
Ah.
Thank you, Cosmic.
Oof, I have the uncontrollable urge to flip over.
So for the first time in a long time,
Look at that.
I've
It's
actually
the
got points.
scoreboard. You need at least 20,000 points to win. So why don't we scrape up some more points, all right?
I'm normally at the bottom of the scoreboard at this point, so
The
this is
round
a weird
begins with
feeling.
A pair of slices.
Yeah, you're
Don't worry, they're
on
organic.
track for round 2
Bing.
winner wheel spin.
Oh, I'm going to absolutely crumble in round 2. That's just the way it's going
I'm
to
here
go.
to ask question 1, and you're here to answer it. Which songs are on the soundtrack album of the 2001 animated masterpiece, Shrek?
Well, I know one of these anyway.
Sometimes I imagine myself
Oh,
growing hands with fingers on them, so I
Yep.
can tap the correct answers just like you.
Yep.
Were you in the first one or the second one? I
Yep.
think you're the first one.
Yep. Yep.
You're the second one, that's what
Yep.
potentially.
Oh no, there's 2 versions. Fuck you.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't know.
Only in the 2001 one. Okay.
Best years of our lives. New slang. All Star. My beloved monster. Mambo number 5. I'm a believer. You belong to me. Hallelujah.
Okay, now here's
Also,
what we were
hallelujah.
looking for.
I've guessed. Oh, I got 8.
It was the other motherfucking hallelujah, wasn't
Oh, I
it?
picked the right hallelujah. Hurrah! Oh, I got a slice.
One more slice.
Well done, Charleston and Xavier. You got the secondary slices.
Let's keep up this momentum with question 2.
I've watched that film
This
too
question
many times
favors
to
fast
not
fingers.
be vaguely aware of it. Oh, it's
Which
this one.
religious
Okay.
founder was born first?
Oh,
no.
really?
Tap
What?
as many correct answers as you
What
can
the
before
fuck
time
is-
runs out.
Guess.
Ah, damn it. Oh, of course not. I'm an idiot.
Guess. All right.
Nope, no idea.
Guess. Oh, I got one right.
Oh, that's got to be that one.
Really?
Oh, that's
that one.
wrong.
Yep. That one. Nope. Okay.
No, that one's right. That one's right.
That one's gonna be
This
right.
one? Yeah.
No? Okay.
This one.
Dang.
No, that's wrong. Okay.
That one. No.
And we're done here.
Oh, I did not do well there.
No, Tajiri got 9. Cosmic got 8. Stephen got 8.
Pow!
Religion
Another one.
and theocracy is not my strong point. Mortal
Even
Kombat
if it
characters
was, yeah, even if
This
it
last
was, that
question
was
is where
really
the power
rough.
slice is hiding.
Can Tajiri
You'll
win the power
answer
slice?
This one numerically. How deep is the ocean floor at the deepest part of the Mariana Trench?
Oh, this me.
In feet.
Use the
Oh,
keypad
God.
on your device to enter a number, and then
Oh,
tap
I should know
submit.
this,
The player
because
closest to
fucking
the answer
movies.
is who you want to be.
The number.
I don't know. Pissing deep, I know that much. Right. This is either going to be way off or... Oh, I don't know. It's probably going to be way off.
And what did you end up with? But the number you should have given
Oh, I'm
is...
completely off.
Oh, well done, Cosmic. Bang on, almost.
It has
36,000.
to be you.
I need an
You
extra
want a
0.
power slice.
Power slice.
How many is 20,000 leagues?
Come up to my
I
room.
need to look
Mom
it
says
up.
We can
It's been
play
a while.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh, hello. I heard Diddy mentioned.
What a crazy coincidence! You made it up my mountain alive, and I stopped tossing bricks at people who climb my mountain.
Right, slice
The
time.
slot with arrows, it gives you points if you're next to it. If you all crowd around it, the pot will be spread thin.
4 slices again.
Oh, I've got the 3. And no power slice for me. Cosmic has the power slice. And this will be the round where
Look,
nobody
I'm gonna
lands
spin
on
with
my
or without your
things.
slices, so let's go already. We're gonna start this spinning adventure off with you.
Southington, spin that wheel.
Will I get there?
Oh, I do get some points.
Multiple winners?
Pot share.
But you are highest in the point total, so this is
Hey,
better
how
for
about
you
a
for the
spin from a new
potential
spinner?
of winner spinner.
There's going to be around. Oh, well done, Justin. 2,000 points for you.
This slice gives you points.
Oh, the
That's
tiny
fun.
spin actually worked.
Yeah.
Yay. I've got to do them more often.
And it turns into a power slice.
Next spinner.
Corn Husky. Spin that wheel. Tiny spin for 3,000.
Hey, that's
Ooh,
something.
nice.
Oh, we're gonna do tiny spins now.
Well, now you kind of want some.
You're up.
Now a big spin will help, otherwise you won't get round to the points again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's Cosmic. Power slice time.
Power slice. Oh, I feel limber, like a lynx or some other mountain-dwelling cat. Slice owner! Spin me as many times as you can. I'm flush with points.
Cosmic, mad with spinnings. Keep spinning. And thank you for the points. Justin gets points. Keep
Thank
spinning.
you.
Cosmic gets points. More spinning. I get some more points. Thank you. Keep spinning.
Just keep spinning. Just keep going.
He's not
Cosmic
quite
gets more
at
points.
the-
One more spin, quick. Yeah. Cosmic gets more points. That was a good bonus round.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can compose myself. Let's move on.
So one last spin on this one, but now
I'm being
we've got a big
overtaken
chunk
by
of
skull
that.
slices. What a dilemma. Ooh, last spin. Let's finish on a high note.
Ah, you beat me.
Make this one count, last
1.5
spinner.
as well, modifier.
Watch me get all the skulls.
Oh, you're
no.
lucky.
The jury and
How about
Southington
that?
get points. What a big pot split.
Let's put you
it?
and your
Was there
scores on
anything funny there?
blast.
Huh?
Has there always been an ice cream sundae there?
Ever wonder where I store all the slices I give you? All I could say is that the answer
Well,
is
but I only just
very
noticed it.
disturbing.
What's
Okay,
that?
let's continue.
The ice cream sundae.
Oh, on the wheel.
Yeah.
Not just one,
I
but
guess it's been there
two
for a while.
slices for you.
Surprised it hasn't melted.
I'd like to introduce you to question 1. Let's see you solve this one. What famous scientist am I thinking of?
Oh no. I don't know about 3.
Is it different than the famous scientist you're thinking of? I mean, we're all thinking of famous scientists, aren't we? She was born on November 7th, 1867 in Warsaw, Poland.
Poland.
She and her husband discovered the elements polonium and radium.
Oh,
I got it my first guess. I was thinking of somebody else and started
For her
typing
work, she was awarded the Nobel Prizes in physics and chemistry.
and then
Oh,
said,
no.
she. And I was like, oh. Oh, and Drew says it's cold at high temperatures, the ice cream will melt
The
slower.
element curium is named after her, specifically her last name. That was the last
And
clue.
sadly,
Hurry up.
her discovery is eventually what killed her.
The jury says bark. Arf. Mary Curie.
Mercury. Yeah,
Stephen
my
got the
brain
fastest
just
answer.
went, nope, you're not going to think it.
Bam!
Well, I started with
One
Einstein,
just isn't enough.
and then the wheel said she, and I was like, not Einstein. Let's erase that answer. Who's the only famous
Question 2,
who's
anyone?
female scientist
I'm
I know?
sure you all know this, but which
can
items
think
are
of a second
mentioned
too,
in the
you.
song My Favorite Things?
Oh, Christ.
Ooh.
I only know a few of my
Actually,
favourite things.
Tap the right answers. That seems like a good idea. Did you know that the plural
saw
of
the
moose
needles.
is
No.
moose? Another great decision from our friends in Canada.
I've guessed.
Find sentences that scan with the fucking music.
I'm guessing Charleston's probably got a good one of
Good.
these.
Now feast your eyes on these juicy answers.
Yep, I was right. Charleston did. And Cosmic, of course,
Yeah.
who also would. And I got
It's
10.
my mum's favorite musical, so I've heard it many, many times.
Have another one.
Oh, I didn't get the girls in sashes.
This last one's for a power slice. You're gonna type answers for this one.
Oh, balls.
What rhymes with beep? 1 syllable common words only, please.
1 syllable common words.
There are 19 correct answers. Try to name them all before time runs out. A vice president is sometimes called this.
Oh, that is a word. Okay.
Think of the sound a bird makes.
I didn't answer that. How dare you? Okay, that's what it's done. Okay, that apparently isn't a word.
Typing time is running out. Let the correct answers be known.
Oh, sweep.
Sweep, weep, weep. Oh, cheap.
Cheap.
You now have all the required points.
Cheap,
You need
cheap.
just one more spin to
Cheap
go
and
your
cheap.
way.
Yeah, cheap and cheap. Creep.
Yeah,
A
get one, you get the
tie.
other.
What? No,
Yeah.
no. You. Power slice incoming.
Something to
Power slice.
donate to Power Slice.
Bonk.
Cosmic, however,
Now
is
come on
enough
up
to
and
spin the winner
me.
wheel.
That's why he's flashing.
Woo, quite a hike to get up here, huh? Now that you got your cardio in,
And all
here's
the
a hot
slices.
tip. You can tap a slot more than once to add a
Only
multiplier.
two.
Give it a shot
Never
if you're feeling
mind.
frisky.
I've got 3.
Very quick. Ping, ping, off I go.
Yep. The ice cream is still unmelted.
Even though there's two very large
The
fires either
first
side.
spinner in this
Yeah.
round? Well, that's you, silly.
Steven, spin that wheel. It's a moderate spin.
Here it comes. And... Oh, I'm so happy.
Ah,
You split the pot with anyone on a slice next to this one.
So Southington and Stephen both get points, and Southington is now also in winner wheel
With
category.
those points, you now have a chance to spin
but
the winner wheel.
Huffington will get the spin.
Get over here, you. If you can spin and land on one of your slices,
possible.
then you win.
25%.
But land on one of the skulls, and we still have
We've
a
seen
game
it
to
on
play.
first spin.
This could be the winning spin.
It's happened before. And it's happened again.
Yay!
As promised, I will now answer the question that you've always struggled with.
Will TK ever go to another Furcon?
Go on. You're one spin away from the truth you seek.
Cosmic's like, so close! Yeah, I know the feeling. No, that is a completely unreasonable
This
thing
is
to
a big
ask.
day
Shame
for
on you.
I can tell. Enjoy your wisdom.
The wheel knows.
Well, it's nice. It's nice to know Jackbox is stalking us again.
Yep. So, questions that may never be answered. My question was, will the wheel ever allow me to actually win one of these games? The answer, no. It'll tease me and get me to 19,000, but never quite enough to win. The Jimmy says, will Xavier's next anime be weirder than the Game Mecha one? Probably not.
Probably.
Cosmic says, what's the meaning of this? Oh dear. Corn Husky, I'm baking a cake. Do you have a cup of sugar? Yes.
No.
Stephen, are we all doomed? Most likely. Xavier, is red a good colour for spring? No. Charleston, what song should I sing when I do karaoke next? Anything but I did it my way. Unless, of course, you want to get stabbed. Because
One time I actually did sing that song.
and didn't get stabbed. Wow, that's impressive, because that is the one most likely to get you stabbed in karaoke. Look it up, there's like a history of violence associated with that song and people doing karaoke. So,
Well, you could always sing "Oh Yeah,"
or was that one
of
with the,
which there are 3 different ones.
what about that 3.5 minutes worth of silence song? That's always a good
Or
one for
yes,
karaoke.
it is. Or you say yes. Or yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm finding songs that will have yes in the title, so it's like, yeah, there's some songs that actually have answers.
You could do Blame It on the Boogie,
Yeah.
because there are 2 versions of that, both sung by Michael Jackson. But not the same Michael Jackson. One of them goes by Mick Jackson to avoid confusion. And here, he was one to actually write it.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they actually were in the UK charts at the same time by a malcalculation of release dates. They were supposed to be charting at different times. Because Mick was like, oh, Michael wanted to sing my song. That's fine. Just make sure you don't release it at the same time I do. And yeah, there was a cock-up. Someone got delayed and ended up coming out at the same time. Whoops.
It's kind of like how Emily Sanders' real name is Adele. She was asked to use her middle name because there was kind of another famous Adele around at the time.
Yeah, just a bit. Right, let's bring back the studio. Who have we got on the main camera? We have Jocelyn. Welcome to the main camera.
You know, my hair's still a mess, sorry.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Back to pack, yes. There we go. That was a good wheel. Well done, everybody. Cosmic is like, so close! And I'm like, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. But well done, Southington. That was a good victory. Well deserved. There we go. Right, so, and that has actually taken us to the end of the show. Look at that. So, Charleston,
Yeah?
what's the TigerTails Radio socials?
I don't know, you tell me.
Xavier.
So you can find us on YouTube under TigerTails Radio and TigerTails Gaming. We are also on Facebook under TigerTails Radio and TigerTails Entertainment. You can also find us on Twitter at Team TigerTails and TigerTails Radio. Outside of that, TK's not set it up. So
No, that's not true. We have got the Blue Sky, which I haven't updated in ages, which is
Okay.
TigerTailsRadio.bsky.social.
Okay.
There we go. And yeah, one day I'll actually update the socials on the TigerTails Radio website, but today is not that day.
We'll see as and when that happens. Yes.
Yes.
One day I'll do my homework and actually memorize these.
Yeah, one day. One day. Today is not that day. So it just leaves us to say, Jerry says, I'm glad I wasn't last for the wheel. Yes, that is true. I'm normally last, so I'm glad it wasn't me for once. On that note, it is time for us to say goodbye. So it is a goodbye from the Charleston.
Goodbye.
It's a good night from the Xavier.
Good night, all.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Next week's one is already up on YouTube, ready and waiting for you to favourite it and do that thing where you press a little button and it notifies you of it's coming up soon. Cosmic says, get well soon, Hedge. Hedge wasn't actually ill, he was working. It's half term, so yeah, get well soon, Hedge.
Working, yeah, much working.
Yes, so yeah, he couldn't be with us tonight. But he should be back as soon as half term allows him out to play on a Monday night again. And yes, we will see you next week for episode 15 of season 15, because I can't fuck it up then. Haha, and yeah, and stuff. Join us again, he says, remembering to turn off the thing, which he doesn't normally remember to turn off in time, so he can actually do the ending. Huzzah! Look at that. As we say, night, night, everybody. Night, night. Night, night, and stuff, and awkward wave, and...